Very comedically depressing when you look at the Mario and Luigi sales and you see Bowser's Inside Story as both the best and worst selling game. The Superstar Saga remake, remaster, perhaps could have sold better on Switch in 2017. It's debatable. But no 3DS game released in 2019 was ever going to crack 1 million. So let's give a quick highlight reel to those guys. Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance was released September 10th, 2001. Okay, but here's the thing. See, that was just a silly coincidence. Not Nintendo's fault. Nobody could have predicted Advance Wars would start the day before we Americans advanced into a war, sort of. But 20 years later, and we've converted irony into tradition. A remake, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, is announced for the Switch in 2021 with the release date of December 3rd. It gets delayed to spring of 2022 so they can smooth out some more edges, and in spring of 2022, a massive conflict with global effects erupts in Europe. So Nintendo, they're tapping into the astral plane. They can already see this game featured on Voyant's poorly timed Nintendo games list. They delay the game again, this time indefinitely, because a cutesy war game launching while a real war is claiming lives every day is just not ideal. This decision is made with complete sincerity because one person around this time did accidentally get access to this game, and it was fully finished, ready for shelves. Nintendo wasn't delaying for their own sake, they really actually meant it, and as a human being, I respect that, but as an Advance Wars fan, which no, you can't be both, ugh. And by doing so, they were slowly killing any chance the remake had left. A second delay, no release date, marketing ceased, hype was dying. It was a remake of 2 Game Boy Advance games that was only launching in the West, so you might say the odds were never there, but finally, Advance Wars manages to come out on April 21st, 2023, a whole 3 weeks before Tears of the Kingdom. It sold abysmally and will probably be the series' conclusion, but don't blame me because I bought 2 copies. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is ass. There is no content but coin collecting, which is grindy and monotonous and too much like real life. That said, this game was a huge hit. It's the 5th best-selling for the console, and reception was pretty warm, much like its release date in August of 2012. I think it's not the most exciting entry, all things considered, but of course 2D Mario is always gonna sweep, okay? Broom, broom. So why is it on this list if it didn't suffer any sales or critical backlash? The answer is in New Super Mario Bros. U, a much better game that just maybe did not need to be a launch title for the almighty next-gen, most expensive Nintendo console ever, Wii U.